Hello and welcome back to Arkham Horror, the Circle Undone campaign. Right now we're at Scenario 2 at Death's Doorstep, and if this looks familiar, that's right, it's the same map from from Scenario 0 Prologue. So, let's, I haven't turned on my phone yet. Alright, so, let's go to campaigns, so we don't have to hear me read it. Alright. Witch an hour. We already did that. Why did it continue? Oh man, how much victory did we have? I don't even remember. 6. Apparently I forgot to go through it. So who got mental? Oh, she had 1 physical trauma. And Preston has 1 mental trauma. I'm not saving the decks because that's what I do here. Alright. Preston's going to be the lead today since we're going to be dealing with the Silver Lounge. Okie dokie. Play.
Scenario 2. At Death's Doorstep. 4 missing. Whereabouts unknown. Residents of French Hill are still in a tizzy after the sudden disappearance of several house guests and house staff from the home of Mr. Joseph Major during the night of the annual Silver Twilight Charity Gala last Sunday. We are absolutely baffled as to how this could have happened, says Mr. Major the day after the disappearances. That said, we are confident that Sheriff Engel and the Arkham Police will do their due diligence in finding the missing persons. There is still no evidence whatsoever as to the whereabouts of Miss Gabriella Misra, Mr. Jerome Davids, Mr. Valentino Rivas, and Mrs. Penny White, all of whom vanished halfway through the event and have not been seen since. The police are offering a substantial reward to any person or persons who come forward with information related to these disappearances. When asked whether the police were considering the case a homicide, Sheriff Engel had this to say: "There's no reason to suspect foul play is involved just yet. However, given the circumstances, we have to consider every possibility." No other attendees have come forward with statements concerning the gala, which seems to finish without a hitch despite the disappearances. So far, none of the prominent members of the Silver Twilight Lodge have expressed any concern about the lodge's upcoming benefit dinner, which was recently moved to the same location, Joseph Major's estate in French Hill. "I'm certain this event will be a smashing success," Mr. Major told the Arkham Advertiser in an interview yesterday. "There is no reason for the fair residents of Arkham to worry." Minnie Klein. You fold up the newspaper and shove it aside on your desk, examining the other files you've collected over the last few days concerning the missing persons. It has been several days since your experience in the woods. You've tried to put it all out of mind, but it is impossible. Every night you dream of a nameless place in the void of space, a faint, discordant melody of hypnotizing flutes pulling you forward. Now there are others disappearing from the town without a trace. The disappearances dance along the edges of your thoughts. No reason to worry, you ponder, turning the man's words over in your head. You think of the card reader and her warning, and wonder if you are simply imagining devils where there are none. Regardless, there is only one way to know for sure. You pick up the invitation, examining the silver embossed stationery and perfect calligraphy. "The Silver Twilight Lodge requests the pleasure of your company on the evening of November the 29th at 8 o'clock at the estate of Joseph Eckhard Major, Esquire, for the benefit of the Fairchild Foundation." As you prepare for the night ahead, you cannot help but wonder, are you taking action to remedy your fate, as the soothsayer advised, or are you walking willingly into the jaws of a grim destiny? Proceed to set up.
Okay then. Encounter errata. Okay. Alright. Alright, so there's that. Alright. So I've already did the setup. And quite interesting. So we're basically at this new gala with the exact same place from the other people disappeared. And we're trying to, like, we're going to be looking for clues, seeing where they went. So, the game told me to put 6 clue tokens at the billiard rooms and the office, because I played Jerome and I played the other guy, the rich guy. And basically, then I take them off evenly, depending on how many evidence pieces the prologue actually got. And since we got so much clues from the prologue, there's literally none left. So that's good. It's going to make us easier for us, but still. So, shuffle the remaining counter cards. Alright. So, let's look at the agenda. Justice. 11. Be true to yourself and seek the truth in others. You must balance the scales, and you shall be called to account for your actions. Several Twilight enemies cannot be damaged or defeated. Alright, so we can't kill any Silver Twilight enemies. When you draw a monster, instead spawn in it, set it aside, out of play, and place 1 doom on this agenda. This effect can cause the agenda to advance. So monsters are not going to show up, but it will cause the agenda to advance. Hidden Agendas, Act 1A. As you approach the patio of Major Estate, a man in elegant suit checks your invitation at the door. Inside, guests mingle and chat with one another, but much of the conversation is awkward and terse. A silent tension has gripped the manor, and you're not sure why. Objective: find information about the disappearances by discovering as many clues as you can. Do not advance until you're instructed. Hint: it may be worthwhile to investigate the last known locations of the missing persons. Alright. So, we're gonna have to search the billiards room and the office, because it's telling us since they were there, we need to go that way. So, Preston got an invitation and he brought Agnes along with him. That's kind of like a story reason, because they feel like they're entwined within this missing persons case and the whole woods situation. So they decided to work together. So he just brought his friend along with him. So we start at the entry hall, and yes, I'll put on the music. I'm just reading this first. Clearly, whatever business Joseph Meager has his hands in is doing well. A soft red carpet guides you deeper into the opulent hall, flanked by small statues of marble and ivory. Above, a glimmering chandelier casts a brilliant shine along the polished floor and wooden stairs. Resign. I guess there's nothing to those disappearances after all. 3 shroud and 0 clues. Most of the manor is off limits to guests who are not members of the Silver Twilight Lodge. Preston is, but your invitation takes priority, so you'll wait for the right time to sneak away. Alright, so let's go start the music. And I guess I should start saying what exactly. So I updated Preston's deck with Streetwise Permanent and Ancient Covenant. Streetwise basically allows us to spend resources for 3 book or 3 foot, which is pretty good. Ancient Covenant basically means if we get a bless token, which he has a lot of bless, we could do tap this and basically we'll just keep the bless token. We don't keep going. So basically it's a +2, which is really amazing. As for Agnes, I gave her spells that she needed, and I gave her Miss Doyle, which is a cat, which we get even more cats. She gets a cat lady type of vibe to her. But these cats are like special, and they're from Uthar, I believe. Yeah, the Dreamlands, the cats of Uthar, and basically one of them's gonna allow her to investigate, one's gonna allow her to fight, and one is gonna allow her to dodge, which is her lowest stat. So she's pretty good. All right, so let's go. We get the tablet, which we already showed out from the prologue. Strength. When the game begins, each investigator may play an asset from their hand at -2 cost. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's cool. I also gave Agnes one of the tarot cards, and anytime you start the game with one of these out, they just come out automatically. Basically, she has additional arcane slot, and her And her accessory slot's also considered arcane. So she can have a lot of arcane. She does have Dark Memory, which is going to have to go back in. What else do we want? We have Mind's Eye, which is the spell really good for her. Basically, she can use her will on anything, but it only has 3 uses. Painkillers, that would be helpful. Scroll of Prophecies, not so much. So let's go ahead. Go ahead, draw 2. Another Mind's Eye and a Chemical Transformation. Alright. That works. Alright, these two get shuffled back in. Kind of weird music, but that's part of the H.P. Lovecraft. What was that podcast? It's been a while since I read it. Chad Pfeiffer. He did this music for the literary podcast. Yeah, that's what it was. The H.P. Lovecraft Literary Podcast. Great. It's a great podcast if you're into Lovecraft, which this is. Alright. So, she's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this works. So I have a Mariner's Compass, so that's going to be helpful. And Intel Report, that's going to be great. Take Heart, Drawn Thin, Dark Horse. We want all of these. Alright, so let's go ahead. Yeah, I think I can put out Draw Thin, Take Heart, and draw a bunch of cards to get them ready for anything. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to keep. Alright, so first things first. Let's do the Strength. We can take out a free action and put one of these out. So first thing I'm going to take is Mariner's Compass. Put this out. And it's going to be -2, so it only costs me 1. Oh, and I played the game wrong last time. Preston was actually supposed to have 5 out, and then he gets 4. I thought he started at 5 on the family insurance. I had to look that up. So we got a little handicap in the first one. Alright, and Agnes, you're getting your Mind's Eye for 2. So bam. That actually takes up 2 arcane slots. But we get 3 secrets, so we have a limited amount of it. Okay, who do we want to go first? I think we have Agnes go first. So, she's going to use her fast ability, discard a copy of Mind's Eye, which we do, and place 2 secrets on here. Bam. Yep. And that doesn't even take an action. Then we're going to play 1, put Painkillers out, and pay 1 more to put Alchemical Transmutation. Basically, that's going to allow her to try to get resources if she needs it. Okay, so, and then we're going to just move up 1 for our last action. Victorian Halls. Even the hallways in this manor is luxurious, decorated with rugs, bizarre artwork, and uncanny statues shaped from scrap metal. Rays of sunshine shine through the curtains as the sun sets over Arkham outside. Okay, 4. It's 4 Shroud, 0 clues. You go looking for trouble. Discard cards from the top of the counter until Twilight is discarded, spawn that enemy, then gain 2 clues. Limit once per game. I don't want to do that. Alright. Did I just use all her... Yeah, I did. I used all her things. Alright. Preston, it's your turn, and you automatically gain 4 resources. Let's see. First action, we'll get Drawn Thin. Second action, we'll spend 3 resources to get Dark Horse out. Let's put it right here. You can't see it, but yeah, he gets +1 if he has no resources in his pile. That's 2 actions. And his last action, he's going to go ahead and move up as well. Alright. Everyone, let me get my round sequence out. Enemy phase, there's no enemies. Upkeep phase. We all get 1 resource. Preston may not have to worry about resource if he doesn't want to. It's like during upkeep phase we may choose not to gain resources, but we will. Then we all draw a card. Agnes, you get painkillers. And Preston, you get coup de grace. Alright. So, 1 Doom at Justice. And since Preston's going first, he's going to get 1 Mysteries of the Lounge. Place 1 Doom on the nearest cultist. Blah, blah, blah. If no Doom is placed, gain Surge. So we gain Surge. There's no cultist in. Spawn at enemy location. So let's spawn this guy. We'll just use this for him because he's considered a cultist, isn't he? Yeah. So test 2 and remove the Doom from it, which you probably want to. Alright, Agnes, you get Shadowhound. And because of this, when you draw an enemy, set it aside out of play, so I'll put it right here for now, and then put a Doom down. Alright. So, Agnes, you'd probably be better to talk him out because you'll be up by 3 to get rid of the parlay. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, 3/3. Agnes is gonna move for 1 action to the trophy room. Flanking this door are 2 deer head mounted along the walls, set almost as they are guarding the entrance. 0 clues. You spend some time smoothing with the guests. Either gain 2 resources or spend 2 resources to gain 1 clue. Alright. Once per round. So I don't think there's going to be any clues other than the ones right here, which we already got out. So, let's go ahead, and there's 1 Doom on this guy. So we're going to go ahead and parlay with him. He's aloof right now, yep, so he doesn't even engage. He's just aloof. And we're going to go ahead and talk him down. It's like, hey, what's up, buddy? I moved my thing right here. We get -1. So, we pass it. And remove all Doom. So that Doom's off him. So she has 1 more. She can go ahead and spend 2 clues. Spend 2 resources to gain a clue. Alright. Preston, your turn. Each enemy in Twilight in the office loses aloof. But we're going to get into that office. So Preston feels like, you know what, you can mingle. I'm going to the office to see what's up because technically I'm part of the Silver Twilight. So, 1 action to move up. Atop a steep staircase leading to the manor's 3rd floor, far from the hustle and bustle of the party below, a solitary oak door stands sentry, guarding Mr. Meager's closest secrets. There are 2 clues on here. If you reveal a sign token while investigating, place 1 Doom on the nearest Twilight. So, there's a couple of ways we can do this. I do not want to place Doom, but I do want to get those items. So, we are going to play Intel Report. I was like, where should I put my... There. For 2, and we'll take away 2, so that's 4. To gain... discover 2 clues. So he's like, Joseph's office is as much a display of his wealth and power as it is in the workplace. And he's going to move 1 to go back down. Alright, and that's the last of his actions. No, wait. 1, 2, 1, discovery 3. Yeah. I feel weird that I have to figure out. Alright, so we gain enemy's turn. He's not going to do anything because he's an aloof. Gain 1 resource. 1 resource. This goes away. At the end of your turn. So yeah. Away. Alright. Draw a card. She gets Spectral Razor. That's going to be helpful. Preston, you get your Lodge Debts. That ain't good. So. That sucks. Okay, so. Go ahead in the Mythos phase. Put one on. Preston, you get Terror in the Night. Test for will. If you fail, put Terror in the Night next to the agenda deck. If you fail 3 more, gain Surge. Ooh, okay. That's not necessarily too bad, but I think we're going to fail. But I do not want to use Drawn Thin and fail by. In fact, we pretty much are going to fail by 3. So we're going to gain Surge. We're going to Surge it too. Yeah, none of my abilities are going to be helpful here. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead, draw thin to decrease the thing, and we're going to commit Take Heart. So you can draw 1 card or 2 resources, which will go straight to here, which isn't going to be helpful. Let's draw 1 card. Predestined. When you initiate... Oh, sweet. I initiated it, but I still can commit. So I'll commit Predestined too. There's curse tokens in here, and I could take it out if I want to, instead of adding Bless. Part of me wants to do that. Alright. We get 1 Bless, and we're going to use Ancient Covenant to not gain another one because... Or actually, maybe we should. So, it's up by 6. I'm up by 5. No, we're just going to go ahead and try to grab another one. Oops. I'm using a thing attached to here. Another Bless. Maybe I shouldn't do that because it's moving the camera. Ugh. So that's +4. I think we still fail. So, he would be at 5. Against it 6. So, we failed. This is a 0, and we can't spend 2 to automatically succeed. So, these go away, but we do not succeed by 3. So, we do not gain Surge. So, put this next to the agenda. And because he failed, he gets Take Heart, gain 2 cards. Faith, and 2 resources, which goes straight into the family inheritance. Now, I can also add to or get rid of 2 curses. I'd rather get rid of those curses that I put in the game. Let's see. Where are you? Is there only 1 stirred? Oh, there it is. So we don't have to worry about this curse. Alright. So, Agnes, your turn. Place 1 Doom in the nearest cultist. Till the end of the round, decrease the difficulty to fight or parade that enemy by 2. So, he gets a Doom again. But it's going to be really hard to talk him down. So it would be up to 4, and I'll only be up by 1. I'm not committing anything to that. Alright. It's our turn again. So, Preston, you can move 1, 2, get there. Yeah, let's go Preston over there just to see what we're dealing with. So, he's going to move 2 actions, and we get 4 on here. From outside this room, you can hear the telltale clenches of billiard balls clattering against one another, along with idle chatter and laughter. Test 3 foot to compete with the other guests. If you succeed, gain 1 clue, limit once per round. They raise... That's going to be easy. A wristy Polish bowler lies in the center of the room, surrounded by cigarette smoke and illuminated by 2 ornate lamps. Several guests relax around the table, casually playing or chatting with one another. Alright. Okay. So he's going to go ahead and test. and he needs to beat a 3. Right now, we're at 1. Spend 2 resources, which means our Dark Horse actually activates. So we're up by 2, and plus this will give us 3. So we're at 5 against 3, up by 2. Are we? So let's think about this. We're at 2. So at 5 against its 3. So we're up by 2. I want to make sure we get this. But at the same time, I have to worry about my lodge decks. I just realized. So let's actually go back. So I just spent 2 resource tokens. One on there and one right here. So I think what's best, we're definitely going to keep him here because we can get it with Streetwise, but we need to get rid of these lodge decks. So, last action, he's going to move all these resources right here instead. So we're at 7. Next turn we're going to be able to get rid of the lodge decks and maybe do this. I don't think we could, but yeah. Possible. Alright, Agnes. Unfortunately, we can't talk him down right now, but we can get ready. So, we're going to use Alchemical Transformation. Oh, there's 3 charges on here. So we'll take 1 away and exhaust it. And we're going to test our will. Then I'm going to use Painkillers. Actually, wait, they can't be defeated. Cannot be damaged or defeated. Because I was thinking, oh, I'll just tap them. I can use Painkillers to give myself a horror. But nope. We'll just use this. So, we want to get as much as we can. Resources. So, we're generating resources. -2. So, we're at 3 against 5. We're up by 2. So, we get 2 resources for free. 1 turn. That's not necessarily bad. The upgraded version is much better. Alright. The problem is I want to get some weapons. I only have Spiritual Razor. So, we're going to go ahead and spend 2 to gain another clue, and we'll draw a card. Alright. That's the end of their turn. We get 6. Oh, we get back 3, 3, 1, 1. Everything gets back up. Alright, so what am I doing? Did I draw a card? No, I did not. So Agnes, you get Alchemical Transmutation. We don't need that. Preston, you get Small Favor. Okay, that'll be helpful. Alright. 1 Doom. And this goes away. Alright, so Preston, test 4. If you fail, choose and discard 1 asset. If you cannot, take 2 damage. Oh, we can just discard an asset, that's for sure. Probably drawn thin. So, there's no way we're going to pass this, so let's just go ahead and fail. Elder Sign. If there's a spectral enemy location, take 1 damage. There is not. So, we fail, and we have to lose 1. Drawn thin. You've helped us draw some cards, so I was hoping to use you more, but possibly not. Alright. Agnes, you get... Attach your location. Attach location gets +2 Shroud. Okay. Alright. Our turn. Agnes. We're going to go ahead and talk him down. First, so... We're up by 3. Less... -2. Alright, so, let's get away. So he's no longer has that Doom. Thing is, I think I need to get her ready. Yeah. So let's go ahead. So draw one. We're going to draw a card, see if we can find anything to help us. Draw 2 cards at your location. We are going to go ahead and use alchemical transmutation again. We're up by 4. -2. So we get 2 clue 2 resources. And I may as well just get that clue again. There, 3 clues. Alright. So, Preston, your turn. Oh, he gets 4. Let's see. 3, 7, 8. First action, if we're going to move... Actually, we don't have to move everything right there. We'll play our Lodge decks to take this out of the game. So, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We put 1 extra back on. So, there we go. So, we can go ahead and test 1 to compete with other guests instead and gain 1 clue. So, Preston is going to go ahead and compete. Just play some pool with people. He's been like looking around, but now he's going to play some pool, see if he can talk to the other guests. Alright, so we're going to spend 2 to get +3 foot. So we're at 5 against its 3. We're up by 2. Skull, -1. Sweet. So we get 1 clue from the bag. And I think that's what we really need. I played this a while back when I first played this on solo. So, yeah. Alright. That's all of our actions. So wait, was that all our actions? I didn't really... So I didn't move it. I paid for that. I did that. So I have 1 action left, actually. Let's go ahead and draw a card for free. Alright. That actually will be helpful. Okay, so... Upkeep phase. Enemy's phase. Not going to do anything. We get 1 here. 1 on you. Then 1 Doom. We're at 5. Preston. Another mist. Which means 1 goes right here. And Agnes. Which means we get another cultist. We'll use 2 for this guy. I thought I had another cultist over here. Guess not. Let's go ahead and grab another one. Have him. See, I can just put him right here. Yeah, let's put him right there. Alright, and he gets 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Agnes, you're going to need to talk down this guy. Backs up. So you're going to spend 1 action to move. And then we're going to have a little discussion with him. It's like, hey, what's up? Mind not having a Doom on you? We're up by 3. I'm getting rid of all the blessed tokens. He should be the one drawing it. -3. Alright, so we pass. Get that out of the way. She has 1 action left, and she's going to draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we have Shrivelin. We have Shrivelin. I was like waiting, like, oh, I need some sort of weapon. I know there's weapons in there. Where are they? Where are they? Alright. Preston, you're going to just go ahead and move 1, 2, 3. You get 4, actually. So. I don't think we need that. Let's go ahead and spend 3 for 1 action to put another Mariner's Compass in so we can grab a lot more. Then we're just going to move 1, 2 along this side. Alright. So, one resource. That goes away. Let's give her a 3 because she's already having a lot of resources. So, Agnes, you get your meat cleaver and shriveling. Woohoo! And Preston, you get keep faith. That's going to be helpful. And that's a fast, so we can actually play it right now. I'm not sure if there's a fast window here, but there should be. I need to look. I need to print out a guide on that. All right, so Preston. Oh, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If a monster comes out, it's gonna break. So Preston, you get a wraith, which breaks in and advances. Alright. You've uncovered some of the evidence pertaining to the disappearances, but the truth has not yet unrevealed. Has yet to be unveiled. If the investigators do not possess three per investigator clues as a group, they lose all their clues. We have 6 clues altogether. If the investigators possess at least 6 clues as a group, they must spend 6 clues and spawn to set aside Joseph's meager enemy at the location other than the entry hall that is farthest from all. So they must spend 3. So it's 1, 2. So spend them. So Joseph Meager. So we'll put him right here. Let's use. Who should we use as Joseph? I didn't really get one out. Here we go. I'll have a D&D Noble as him. So we kind of, if no other Silver Twilight enemy has donned Doom, then we can parlay. I think we're going to do that. Alright. Open the campaign log to proceed to Interlude 1, a record of those lost. Now, can I do this here? Yes. Are there no clues in the office? Yes, there's no clues in the office. Alright, let's go ahead and pause this. Alright. So, if Jerome's J profile is not crossed off and there's no clues in the office, read the following.
If Jerome David's profile is not crossed off and there are no clues on the office, read the following. Joseph Major's personal office is a bit tidy for someone whose personal secretary just went missing. Perhaps he's just a fastidious person, or perhaps he's been scrubbing evidence of some wrongdoing. You find nothing of note in any of Joseph's files, but after some perusing you realize there is one place you haven't checked: the trash. Rooting through the garbage bin yields fruit. Near the bottom is a small pocket journal belonging to Jerome Davids, possibly tossed there carelessly by the cleaning staff. You turn to the last page. There, Jerome had recorded a list of names, perhaps transcribed from Joseph's records. You don't know what it means yet, but it must be important. Under missing persons, next to Jerome David's profile, recorded the investigators are on Jerome's trail.
These pencils are basically dead, so grab a new one. Yeah. So we are on Jerome's trail. Alright. Is there no clues in the billiard room? No, there is not. So, yes, there is. There are no clues in the billiard room.
If Valentino Rivas' profile is not crossed off and there are no clues on the billiards room, read the following. Tracing Valentino's steps isn't difficult. As a guest of honor and the life of the party from what you hear, there was always a crowd around him. This makes the story that he vanished when they weren't looking all the more unbelievable. In the billiards room where Valentino was last seen, you corner Adam Gensler, the man he was playing billiards with just before his disappearance. Look, I already told the cops and the reporters what I saw, he explains, fidgeting and tapping his toes repeatedly. Tino and I were playing billiards, and I looked away. Next thing I know, he's gone, he insists angrily, returning to his billiards game. Now where's that damned one ball? He mutters. It might be nothing, but it looks like Valentino wasn't the only thing to go missing that night. Under missing persons, next to Valentino Rivas's profile, recorded the investigators are on Valentino's trail. Once the relevant entry has been read, advance to Act 1B.
Valentino's trail. Alright. So. Remove all clues from each location. Which there is no clues. And then move to Act B. Alright, last agenda. Or move to Act 1B. Act 1B. Before you can investigate further, the building is suddenly plunged into icy darkness. All the lights flicker once and are snuffed out. A thick, otherworldly mist begins to step into the corners, causing everything it touches to decay. Move each investigator and each enemy currently in the entry hall to the Victorian halls. For each location in play, find the set aside the spectral version of the location and swap them. All tokens and cards of the former location are now considered to be the new location. If there's any investigator at that location, reveal it. Alright. So, all of a sudden, these are gone and turned into the spectral version, just like in the prologue. Well, in the prologue, we never started in the real world. We started in the spectral world, which is exactly what we're doing right now. Office. Victorian halls. Which, the entry hall. Trophy room. Which is, this is attached to it now. And the master bedroom. Alright. Victorian halls. The warm waves that once illuminated these halls have faded into the beams of cold, gray moonlight that shine through the floating motes of dust and whips around the dark mist. Haunted, lose one action. A haunted stillness lingers through the frigid, dead halls. The many paintings that adorn the halls have faded and become unrecognizable. The mental statuettes flanking the corner have completely rusted over. So, we're all here, including this guy, and he's still aloof. Ugh. In player order, each investigator spawns one of the set-aside monsters at his or her location until set-aside monsters have been spawned. So, Agnes, I was really hoping. So the Nether Mist is aloof. We don't have to worry about it. So, the Shadow Hound, which we'll put on Preston. The Nether Mist is going to be on here. And a Wraith will be at Agnes. Alright. That ain't good. So, spawn the set-aside Spectral Watcher enemy into the halls. Shuffle the Remainer's Watcher encounter set and the Realm with Death encounter set into the encounter deck, along with the encounter discard pile. Alright, so, this big boy shows up. Once again. Okay. 2A, the Spectral Realm. Over the Threshold. Does this have something to do with a formless in person? And if so, what does that mean for your survival? Each Silver Twilight enemy gains Victory 0 and counts as an investigator for the purpose of determining where hunter enemies move during the enemy phase. So these guys are also going to be hunted. After the hunter enemies move, After the hunter enemies move, step of the encounter phase, each ready special enemy deals its damage value to each humanoid enemy at its location. So they're going to start attacking these guys. Alright, in 2A, in a blink of an eye, everything has changed. A sudden, oppressive silence fills the hall of Joseph Meager's manor. Gone is the dim, idle chatter of the banquet hall, of clicking glasses and laughter of oblivious guests, save for only you and several others. All the people in the house have vanished without a trace. All that's left is the dark mist and the beings that inhabit it. So we need 8 clues. Whew! That's a lot of clues. But we can do that. I think that special mist will hurt someone. Spectral enemy. It's spectral. The nether mist will attack. Whew. And I was really hoping next turn Agnes will get it. So now Agnes will finally get her bad card. Fate of all fools. So that's going to be right here. Doesn't do anything on its own, but if we get much more of those, crap is going to happen. Alright. So, now it's our turn. We should talk to Joseph Meager quickly. I think there's nothing we can do with the Lodge and the Neophytes at this moment. Alright, so who's going to go first? We'll go ahead, have Preston go first. So, it's 4 here. We're going to invade this wolf, who only has 1 evade, so it's not necessarily that bad. So, we're going to spend 2. Then you get +3. So we're at 5 because of our Dark Horse. -1, so we pass. Is that evaded? I think we need to talk to Joseph as soon as we can. Agnes might take a damage, but she's going to need it to attack back. Or not necessarily. She can Spectral Razor it. She can do 3 damage, so I can kill the Spectral Hound. Or I can kill the Wraith. Well, let's figure that out later. Go finish this. So he moves 1. Master bedroom. The unmarked door is old, particularly rotted, set in a quaint corner of the upstairs hallway. A thick, dark fog steps beneath the door and wraps around your feet. Place 1 of your clues, if haunted, place 1 of your clues, and there's 2 clues. Tendrils of black mist have invaded every corner of this room, from the open balcony doorway causing the furniture to decay and collapse. Every piece of wood and glass is shattered and warped. Nothing is untouched. That's not bad. We could possibly get that, but right now, or we could just clear it out right now. But this guy could move, and we kind of no, he would stay here and attack this guy. Yeah. So let's see. We just need to beat a 3. That will give us victory too. So, I can use this to get both of them. Okay, so if I spend 2 out of my 4, I could still keep faith in, and then use the Mariner's Compass and get a 5. I'll be up by 2. And I think, okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna spend 2 to keep faith to add 4 bless tokens in the bag. That's fast, doesn't attack action. Then we are going to go ahead and use our Mariner's Compass and 2 to get a plus 3 intelligence. So we have 5 intelligence because it's plus 3. This gives us plus 1 Dark Horse. So we're up by 2, but we want to be up by 3. It is haunted, so if we get a skull, it'll be a -3. So we'll commit 1 card, Token of Faith. Go ahead and we'll use our Ancient Covenant so we don't have to grab another one. During a skill test, exhaust, do not reveal another token part of this token effect. Sweet. So that's really good so we don't lose any more of our blessings. Get 2 of these. And that's the end of your turn, Preston. Alright. Alright, Agnes. I think we kill the Wraith. The Wraith is going to hit us for 2 mental if I put down the Meat Cleaver. But I think that's going to be fine. Well, the thing is, well, no. If we don't kill the Wraith with a spell or a relic, she'll go underneath it and it becomes haunted. And if we ever investigate and lose, she comes back. If I put out her Shrivelin, I could kill her. Or I just use my Spectral Razor, but I think I'm going to use that for Spectral Hound or something, or the Nether Mist. But for now, I think what's best, we grab our Meat Cleaver for 3, which means she hits us for 2 mental damage. Attack of opportunity. The Nether Mist is aloof, it doesn't attack us. Only if it's, because it's haunted, it might. So, but because of that, we can ping a damage to an enemy at your location. So who do we want to ping? We could ping the Nether Mist. We could try to kill that thing later. Alright. So, we're going to use our Meat Cleaver, which is just at a 2, unfortunately. But, we'll spend one of our Mind's Eye. So now we're using our Willpower instead. So it's a 5. But we don't get the bonus. So it's a 5, so we're up by 3. So, I think that's good, but we're also going to commit... I have a loogie down there, it won't go away. We'll also commit Fearless, which if we pass, we get to heal 1 horror. Alright. And the Meat Cleaver will also heal us. So, -1. So, we do 2 damage. Yeah, we do 2 damage. I was like, wait, do we need it? Yeah, so 2 damage. So the Wraith is dead. Well, not really. She's just kind of underneath here as a haunted. And if additional cost to initiate the ability, if this attack defeats the enemy, heal 1 horror. And because of this, we heal another horror. Alright. So, that was, she has 1 action left. And she's going to go ahead and move. Where do we want her to move? I could try to go here get those clues and have Preston figure that out. So, yeah. She'll move here to the trophy room. Trophy room. Flanking this door are two rotten deer heads mounted on a wall. They stare at you with hollow, dead eyes. Rotten animal heads adorn this room, wood-paneled walls, with once a display of power and sovereignty, now macabre displays of death and decay. You cannot help but feel their empty eyes drill at you as you explore the room. And I forgot the music. Alright, so there's 2 clues on here. No victory, so I don't think we're going to care. Let's go ahead and play music. There we go. So, that's the last 4 actions. Alright. Enemy's turn. The Nether Mist is a hunter, but he's going to stay where he's at. After the hunter enemy's move step, and he's going to move here. The Watcher, which I forgot to put out. And then the Nether Mist. After the hunter's move, ready each special enemy and it damage into each humanoid enemy. Each ready enemy deals its damage value to each human enemy. So yeah, this guy just got annihilated, taken by the monsters, and he has victory 0, so he's completely out. So this guy's dead. Okay, so everyone comes back, so Spectral Hound gets back up. So I have small favor. But it's not going to really help me too much right now. Everything gets back up. Alright. So, gain 1 resource. 1. Agnes, you get Ward of Protection. That's going to be very helpful. And Preston, you get Perception. Very good. Very, very good. Alright. 1 Doom goes down. Alright, Preston, what do you get? Another Night in the Terror. There's no way you're going to be able to do this, unfortunately. Alright, so, first, we get a -2. And he doesn't have enough resources to pass. But the curse is gone. So, and it also gains Surge. So, Preston, you also get Chill. Oh, that's not good. That's the one thing I didn't really want. So you get a -1. So we have to choose and discard one of our assets. Don't want to get rid of this. We can't, even if it's permanent. I think we could discard those. I'm not sure, but we'll get rid of Mariner's Compass. All right, Agnes. Oh, you got the last Night of Terror. You should be able to beat this just fine. So, just in case, we are going to commit alchemical transmutation and painkillers to be up to 7. So she's up by 3. -1. Whew. So, that could have been bad. Alright. Because if all 3 of them right here, things will happen. So I don't think we have to worry about that. Okay. It's our turn now. Okay, Preston, you're going to go ahead and go first. I could do a small favor. An attack. No. I don't have enough money to do that, unfortunately. So, for right now, let's just move. It's going to move 1. The balcony. Shattered glass doors leads into the balcony outside the estate's master's bedroom. Clouds of dark mist looms above French Hill. Spectral shapes surround the balcony, moaning, withering in torments. And there's 2 clue tokens and only 1 shroud value. That's not bad. So we have 2 actions. We can talk to Joseph. Tell him, we need to get out of here. What are you doing here? We need to leave. So, we are going to go ahead and parlay. Convince Joseph that this is not your doing. So, we're going to spend 2 for Streetwise to increase by 3. So we have 4 plus Dark Horse. We're up by 5. And we're going to commit the Perception. So we're at 7. We're up by 3. -2. Whew! So we convinced him, and because I passed Perception, I gain a card, Token of Faith. Alright, we get to flip him over. Joseph lowers his weapons and steadies you for a moment. Perhaps you are telling the truth. But if that is true, he ponders the situation and holsters his weapon and checks his pocket watch. Regardless, we have little time. If my estimate is correct, the anomaly will recede soon, but we must be out of the manor before that occurs, or we all be trapped here. You ask how he knows all of this, but he merely shakes his head. This is not the time. Ask again if we make it out here alive. Remove all doom from this card. Oh, sweet. He had no doom. Alright? Then you didn't start any new doom. Yep. For the remainder of the game, doom cannot be placed on Silver Twilight enemies, and Joseph's Major gains aloof. Let's discard back to the inner side and discard all manners. Alright, so he was actually engaged with us the entire time, and I didn't realize. So, I still have 1 action left. So it's a good thing we didn't look for that first. So, we're going to go ahead, spend 2 to get +3. So we're up by 4. Then we're going to use the Mariner's Compass. Skull. If your location is haunted, which it is, but we still pass. So yeah, we pass, and we gain both these clues. Alright. So, that's the end of his turn, but we got all the clues here. We need to get the clues over there now. Alright, Agnes. I think it's best to keep your meat cleaver for what's about to happen. I could draw the top of the flame and just grab these 2 clue tokens right here. But you know what? We're doing that. Draw into the flame. Draw the top card of the encounter deck and discover 2 clues. And it doesn't cost anything to do that. But it does cost us a turn. So, set 2 actions. Mysteries place 1 doom on the nearest, and at the end of the round, if no doom is placed by the effect, gain search. It's not placed by the effect because of him. So, we gain another one. Wraith. So another Wraith shows up. And so we're just going to attack it. Oh, I get these 2 clue tokens. We're almost done. We still need more clues. And we're going to attack it with the meat cleaver. And use one of our Mind's Eye. Alright. Auto fail. Is it a retaliate? No. So crap baskets. That's not good. That's not good at all. This doesn't alright. The Spectral Hound and this guy's gonna come right for me. But we didn't need that right now. Alright. We're gonna move. We're gonna take an attack of opportunity. 1, 2. And because of her special ability, she'll put 1 damage on the Wraith while she does it. Moves over here. And that's the last of her actions. Billiards room. From outside this room, you can hear creaking old wood and the patter of soft footsteps among the ground. The game room's warmth and laughter has been replaced by a tense of quiet dread. Tendrils of black mist slither from underneath the billiard table, twisting and swaying among the core fruitless. There's victory here. There's victory here. Enemy's turn. She's going to hit us twice. But the thing is, because it hit us twice, and it's a different round, each phase, yeah, because of each phase we can hit it back. So we actually kill the Wraith. Oddly enough, which goes underneath here. And then, these are going to move closer. These guys move here, here, here. And they're going to go ahead and to attack him, and he's dead. And he gets victory. 0. Alright. Agnes is kind of stuck right now. Alright, so each gets 1, 1. This goes away. Agnes, you get Fearless. That's going to be very helpful. And Preston, you get Tempt Fate. That's going to be helpful. Alright. So, first things first, let's go ahead, draw a card for Preston. Whispers in the Dark. Each location gets haunted, take 1. At the end of the round, discard Whispers in the Dark. Alright. Ellen gets 1 Doom. And Agnes, you get Keeper of Secrets. Spawn any empty location. I could put him right here, and they can all move over there. Alright, Keeper of Secrets. You're moving right here. We need. He's like, what's going on? And no doom's going to be placed on him, but he's not going to live for long. But we need to clear some of these out. So. Alright. So, and then. Wait, Agnes' turn. No, yeah, it was Agnes because she picked that up. Alright. Agnes can move, kill the Hound, move, kill Hound, attack the Spectral Agent at least once. I think that's what she's going to do. Alright. Preston. Yeah. So. Agnes is going to move 1 into this room, which means these 2 are all up on her. So, we're going to spend 2 to hit Spectral Razor. Add your willpower, mind, to your skill value for this attack. So she uses her fight and her attack. So she's at 7. Immediately before this attack, I'm going to engage each enemy. I can engage the Nether Mist. You know what? Let's do that. Let's engage the Nether Mist, because we can hit it for 3 damage if we don't. So we do get a free engage to the Nether Mist. And we get the Bless token, +2. And a Skull token. Skull is -3, so it's just really -1, so we passed. And I've wanted to do my Fearless too. Well, I was going to spend that as well. Alright, so this guy is dead, and he goes into our victory. We get to heal 1 horror. She has 1 action left. I can try to evade using our Mind's Eye, which might not be bad. Meat Cleaver isn't going to be that helpful here. So we're going to spend one to evade. Actually, nah. We're just going to go swinging. Yeah, she's just going to go swinging. So, oops, put these all back. I don't know why I took that off. There's 3 of them on here. So I can do 2 damage. No, actually we're going to evade. I got an idea. That's last for actions. And she's up 5, so she's up by 4. If there is a spectral enemy takes this location, I'll take 1 damage, which I didn't want. That's why I invaded him. That was last for actions. I can painkiller it, but at the same time I don't want to. Alright. So. That's the end of her turn. So, enemy's turn. He does attacks her for 1 damage. So he has 3 attack. 1. And this guy's gone. And because she got hit, she can hit the one of these guys, so she'll hit the spectral hound. Alright, so gains 1. He gains 1. Alright, he gets... No, wait. He never went. I forgot to flip this over. Crap. So yeah. So now it's Preston's turn. He's going to tempt fate. Adds 3 bless tokens to the bag and 3 curse tokens in the bag for free. And he draws 1 card. Keep faith. Then we're going to play Keep faith. How many bless tokens do we have? We have 3 bless tokens, so we're not going to play that. Alright. We just need 2. I can move 1, 2, and spend... That's still going to happen no matter what. So, the enemy's already moved. Actually, crap. Okay. This actually changes everything a bit. So I need 6. I'm at 5. So, first action is going to gain 1 resource. Then we're going to spend all our resources. Then we're going to move 1. Right here. Then we're going to spend all our resources right here for our last action. To play Small Favor, which will do 2 damage to anyone. We'll do 2 damage on the Spectral Hound. That will kill it once Agnes gets hit, and it kills the Spectral Hound. Alright, now it's the update phase. So, we get 1. Preston gets Henry Wang. I don't need you right now, Henry. Agnes gets Beloved. That will be helpful. Alright, this goes away. 1 Doom. This goes away. Alright, Preston. Put Realms of Torment in your thread. When your turns begin, resolve each haunted ability. Place 1 of your clues on the master bedroom. Oh no. Oh no. No. Let's put this on him so he knows he's like has it. Alright. Agnes. If there's no other copy in play, takes 2 direct damage. We can't do that. Oh, we have to put a Doom down. She can't take another hit. Well, possibly. She's already hurting as is, so she needs to put a Doom down. That's what hurts with the Fate of All Fools. Either take 2 direct damage, which she can't do right now, or Doom. Alright. So. Nope, actually. Cancel that. Ward of Protection. Cancel the Doom, but she gets hit for 1 horror. And she's gonna move damage Spectral Watcher. Alright. Okay, so she has a good chance to get a blessed token with her beloved. Five. So 3 hits is gonna hit her. 2 Mind's Eye and Meat Cleaver. 2 Meat Cleavers. Shit. Thinking about the Meat Cleavers is not gonna hurt. Okay. Okay. Preston, I think we're gonna need your help. So he technically is still defeated. So Preston, you go first. To a non-elite enemy. So that's not gonna work. So we'll have Preston go first, which means we lose 1 on here. Which means we need to pick that back up. We need clues badly. So we'll go ahead, spend 2 clues, +3. Oh, we get a +1. Huh. Get this clue. It's 2 actions. 1, 2. This is still on its threat. We're just gonna put it right here. Alright. Agnes, it's your turn. You get a +2 strike for that damage, and I could help. Very much so. So, her first action. If I hit him 3 times with this Meat Cleaver, without hitting it, I could... Oof, this is hard. This is very hard. I'm not in a good place for this. I can give her 4 for 1 strike. There's a good chance she can get a blessing. Alright. You know what? We're just gonna have to do it as best we can. We're gonna commit Beloved. Use one of our Mind's Eye. And you can take 1 horror. We'll take 1 horror to do an additional damage, which also deals 1 damage automatically to him. We get a -3. So we get +2 for this. Yeah. So we do 2 damage to him. 1, 2. Alright. Now, the hard part. I need you to... He can only commit 1, though. She gets a +2 because her sanity is low. She's at +2, she's at a 4. I could be at a 6. She'll be up by 3. Yeah, I think we're good. So he's going to commit small favor, or coup de grace, actually. And we get +1 for each horror. I was hoping it would heal horror, but no. So, she meat cleavered the hell out of Spectral Warden. She still has one action left. Oh, I forgot to test that one for him. So, we're going to try to go ahead. He ended his turn here. Could she? No. No, she should have used Beloved on hit. Yeah, that's... We're going to go back in time to do this, because I forgot to do this, and I would have put Beloved on here to try to get rid of this. And it wouldn't have changed anything on here, and I would not have commit this. So, he gets -2. Okay. We need to beat a 5. He's at... You got... I think he failed it. Did he fail it? We need to beat a 5. So he's at 2 right now. And this adds 2. Yeah, he failed. Oh, that sucks. Alright. Alright. Next turn. Enemy's turn. He's not going to get up this turn. 1. 1. So she gets Beloved. It's going to be helpful. You get Decoy. That's going to be helpful. Alright. Oh, no, she heals 1 because she had defeated it. Alright. So. Okay. So, 1 Doom goes down. Preston, you get each one. You cannot lose 2 resources. For each resource you can't lose, take 1 horror. So he takes an additional horror. That's not necessarily too bad, but all my single horrors are all over the place. I can't find them. And it gains a surge. Where did I put it? Oh, I put it there. Oh, gains surge. That does nothing. Trap Spirit. Test 3. For each point you fail, take 1 damage. For location haunted, an additional cost for this. You must resolve each haunted ability. Oh! Streetwise is not going to help. Henry 1. So he's currently at 2, 3, 5. Let's commit those 2 cards. We're up by 5. And we get +1. Does nothing. Alright, Agnes. Your turn. Spectral heal 3 damage for the Spectral. Ready the Spectral. Really? Throughout the revolution, this effect gets Spectral gains prey, you. It moves and engages and attacks if it was the enemy. Oh. We did all that so we could get over here without him hurting us. And he attacks Agnes again. 1 damage, which means we took 1 damage on Spectral Watcher. That sucks. I was like, he's not going to get up this turn. Yeah, he just did. And he hits us for it. Ugh. Alright. Our turn. We just need to go over here and grab everything. So, move 1. Or I can engage and try to invade it. That's going to take 2 actions. I'm not going to get it. So we need to continue this. She needs to evade as best she can. We have Beloved, so it might work out. Alright, so move 1 action to move here. When your turn begins, lose 2 resources. Alright, so we're gonna do billiards room. We're gonna investigate using the compass, using token face, using this. So what are we up by? We're at 2, 5, 6. We're up by 3. Get a -1. Get both of these. Whew! And we're going to spend all the clues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to get out of here now. You find the corpse of one of the others trapped here, a member of the Silver Twilight Lodge. You surmise, although his outfit of blue and silver rope suggests something more esoteric, grip tightly in his weathered hands a small tome bearing the insight of the lodge. Browsing through its pages, you are surprised to find all manner of information regarding the myths and the creatures you encountered, including a spell to release the bonds of death and escape the mist. How long has this man been here, studying this realm? Regardless, at least you have a way out. The mist blocking your escape received. Reveal the entry hall. Shuffle the encounter pile into the deck. Agnes could move, and resign. Possibly. Let's hope. No, escape the cage. Now that the mist has receded, you might be able to escape with your lives. But what about Joseph Meager and the other lodge members left behind? Should you stay to make sure they escape or flee while they have the chance? At the end of the round, each Twilight Avenger enemy in the entry hall escapes. Place them beneath the entry hall out of play. Move each ready aloof once towards the entry hall. Okay. So they're going to start making their way to the exit. If they do, get this victory too. Alright. There's one action left. And we're just going to go ahead and move. So we're going to test our... I don't want to do that. We get curse. Curse. 0. I could pass it, but I have no money. Well, at least we're out. Got those out of the way. Alright, Agnes. It's your turn. How do we want to deal with this? We need to have you resign. You move too, you will die. The only way around it is to evade this guy. So we're going to commit, and we're going to use Mind's Eye to this evade test, which means this gets discarded. No, doesn't mean it's discarded. It stays there. But she gets woo. And with Beloved, I can take this out of the game, and that's an auto pass. You do not reveal another token from this chaos bag after this test ends. Alright. So he's down. Then I'm going to have her move. 1, 2. She needs to get out. There's no way. That's the end of her turn. Alright. Enemy's turn. He's going to get ready up and goes right to Preston. At the end of the round, they all move. Alright. Gains 1. He gets coup de grace. Small favor. It's not going to help us. She gets Uncage the Soul. Alright. 1 Doom. Preston. Whispers in the Dark. All haunted. Take 1 hard, so that sucks, because that Room of Torment. And Agnes. Obscure and Fog. Oh, I forgot to read this. The dark mist begin to recede and entry hall of Joseph Man is slowly restored to the original state as the mist dissipates. Alright. That's the end of the round. Oh yeah, I forgot to do the end of the round thing. So this guy will move here, and he moves up. Good thing we didn't do this, otherwise they'll come back. Alright, and Agnes, you get... Heal 3 damage. The Wasper's Grasp again. Heal 3 damage. Ready. It moves and engages and attacks if it was the enemy. So, but it's just going to attack us. So, gets 3 damage and 1. Alright. Preston is not in a good state. Okay. Preston, because of that, this, you take 1 horror. And you lose 2 resources, so you only have 3 left. We need to evade this guy, and hopefully we pass. So we're gonna spend... Yeah, wait, that was 4. We spent 2 resources. So we only have 3 altogether. So, yeah, we only have 3 altogether. We're going to... And I have nothing to commit to this. We get Blessing Token. I can finally use the Ancient Covenant for him, which means it stays like that, and we pass. And it goes... And does it go away? Do not reveal another... Yep, it goes away. Doesn't say it stays. So he's evaded. And then he's going to move 1, 2. Agnes, going ahead and spend 1 action, uncage the soul, and put out your Shriveling. She has exactly 4 her arcane slots, all things. This really helped. Go ahead. Her last 2 actions. She's not going to resign. She's going to try to help these people. Draw 2 cards for last action. Okay. That can be helpful. Ward of Protection. Alright. So, it's the end of the turn. Watcher's like, ugh. Gets back up. And because of this, there's no haunted location on here, so Preston doesn't have to worry about it. 1. That goes away. She gets... Miss Doyle, finally! And Preston gets... Oh, I got a regular Streetwise. I shouldn't be having that. Alright. So, end of the round. He goes away. Keeper of Secrets is now underneath. Preston's supposed to test 3. He's only at a 2. He's up by 1. He's up by 3. Ah. Whew. I couldn't use Ancient Covenant because it's exhausted. Alright. So he goes up. He gets all the way and he moves closer. Alright. So. There's 1 here. Preston. Fate of All Fools. If you have no copy, put it on you. That's fine. Agnes. Whispers in the Dark. Each location gets haunted. Doesn't matter because he won't get hurt. Alright. So. We're in a very good spot. Very, very good. Man, that Mind's Eye really helped me. We're going to go ahead, spend 3 to put out Miss Doyle. She has her little kitty cat. After Miss Doyle enters play, search your bonding card for Hope, Zeal, and Augur. Hope, Zeal, and Augur. Randomly choose 1 in a play and put the other 2 in your deck. When Miss Doyle leaves play, find those assets. It's basically the cat general Uthar has given us her minions to help us. So we get Zeal, +1 to fight. We can fight her with a 5. And these 2 get into the deck randomly. But I need Miss Doyle for her soak, if anything. Agnes is not doing so well. So that's 1 action. And then she's gonna... Oh, and I supposed to put charges on. And she'll draw a card. And another card. Discard all your resources. Alright. Oh, and yes, somehow I got Paranoia in both Preston and Agnes. Weird. But it is what it is. Alright. Preston, your turn. I think what's best... Let's go ahead, draw a card. Let's draw another card. And draw another card. End of your turn. Alright. So, that means end of everyone's turn. The Spectral Watcher is going to attack. So he's going to move, and he's going to be with Joseph, and he's going to attack. So Joseph got hit for... How much did he do? After the hit moves, each ready spectral enemy deals its damage value, which is just 1, to its humanoid. So, just 1. So he got hit by 1 damage. Alright, so, end of round, we each get 1 resource. That's going to go away. She gets Skull of Prophecies. He gets Paranoia. Where did his cards go? Where did I put them? Where did I put them? It gets to a point where I don't know where I put the cards. I got like so many of them. Oh, there's her cards. And where did I put his cards? Seriously, where did I put it down? Oh, there they are. As far away as I could. Alright. So. And draw 1 card for Preston. Oh, wait. He did the Paranoia. Alright. 1 Doom. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 5 left. Alright, Preston. What do we got? Test 4. She could be able to help, possibly. She's going to commit... doesn't really matter, honestly. Because we can get rid of our Mariner's Compass. We don't need it. Blessed Token, Ancient Covenant. And we're past it at a 0, because we're at 2 because of Dark Horse. So, it didn't even do it. So we didn't need to commit anything. And Agnes, Trap Spirits. You're up by 0. Take 1 damage for each point you fail by. So we don't want to fail at all. So we're just going to use Ward of Protection. No. Let's commit Hell Armor right before you. And we're going to commit Streetwise for Preston. So she's up by 2. 1, 2. Yeah, she's up by 2. I can't use Mind's Eye. Blessed Token, I can't get rid of it, so we're up by 5. We're up by 7. Don't take all my Blessed Tokens away, please. Alright. And that goes away. We need 2 more turns to get Joseph out. So how do we want to do this? So, we have Shrivlin. We're at 6. We have Spectral Razor. Which we can't use because we don't have enough. Alright. I can go up and then hit him for twice. I can use Zeal with Meat Cleaver. To do 2 damage and do another 2 damage. Ooh! I never thought of this. I can always Ward of Protection if another Wasp or Grass comes in, unless Preston draws it, but what's the chances of that? We already have 1 in here, and this is all full. First action, she's gonna move. Come at me, bro. So, she can't use Spectral Razor. We're going to use Meat Cleaver. She gets +2 because of her main insanity. If this attack defeats the enemy, you may heal 1 heart. And it's an additional... Actually, no. Let's wait before we do that. So, I can discard Zeal for an automatic success. But we want to use Shrivelin first. So we'll spend 1 Shrivelin. Oh, Silas, are you up yet? Alright, I'll be right back. Looks like Silas woke up a bit. And we are back. Poor boy was growing a molar. Let's finish this up. I was deciding. How do we want to do this? I think we want to do the Meat Cleaver last. We're doing Shrivelin. So we're at 5 against its 3. We want to be up by at least 3. So we'll use Scroll of Prophecies. And we get, if there's a spectral it is, you take 1 damage. We're going to put the damage on Miss Doyle. Not direct damage, right? Yeah. So, take 1 horror. So, we'll put a horror on Miss Doyle. Because of this. Alright. So, we do 2 damage on it. 3 because of our special ability. Let's see. She's at 6. Alright. Our Meat Cleaver, we're going to use our Meat Cleaver, and we're going to take 1 horror, which is going to be on us, which is going to be 7. 7. So she's almost there. But we're going to discard Zeal to automatically succeed. Don't even have to pass the test. I love you, Miss Doyle. Then you may shuffle... Discard Zeal. Then you may shuffle Zeal into your deck and put Hope into play from your discard pile. Well, we don't have them in the discard pile, so... So, we do 2 damage because of this. Just enough to kill him, which means we recover 1. And he does not get ready next turn. But he's not dead either. So that's the last of her actions. Alright, Preston. I was actually going to use Coup de Grace, but it doesn't matter. Preston, you're going to go ahead, move up by 1, so we can be together, so we can get his best things. We have 4, but we don't need it. He's going to draw 1 card, Predestined, and then we're going to take everything out, because I might need these abilities to pass the test. Alright. Enemy's turn. No one. Everyone gets back up. He does not get back up. He gets back up next turn, unless Wasper's Grass comes out. Put 1 here. 1 here. Okay, she draws a card. Mind's Eye. That would be helpful. And you get drawn thin. Okay, so he moves up closer. Alright, next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Preston, you get Crypt Chill. Discard an asset. Doesn't really matter. So actually, before we show whatever it is, we'll do Take Heart and Predestined, because we're probably going to fail. We could still technically fail, so that's what we're going to do. So we failed. So we're going to go ahead. We get 2, that goes on here because it's an effect. We draw 2 cards. Tempt Fate, Intel Report. Part of me kind of want to look up here just to see if I could use, if there's like a victory and use Intel Report. So we lose one of our, let's use Mariner's Compass. And she gets Shadowhound. So she gets a Shadowhound. Alright. That's fine. That's totally doable. Alright. I think what we want to do... First, we're going to play Mind's Eye for free. So we put 2 more secrets. So, we got Mind's Eye back. But then, we are going to play, for 2, add 2 to your deck so we can kill this thing just right off the bat. +1. Yep. Does 3 damage. Oh, that thing's awesome. Kills it. Now what we want to do, that thing is going to get up. She's going to move right here. That's what she's going to do. Yeah. And her last turn, she's going to move here. You get out of there. Alright. Preston, your turn. You have quite a bit. First action. You're going to go ahead and move up into the office. The lone door atop the second floor staircase is rotting and decayed as hundreds of years has passed. The once polished oak now stands and warped. Could it be collapsed at any moment? Choose and discard a card from your hand. A thick, oppressive phase that was once an oppressive office. Cracks fork up the wooden paneling of the walls, blah blah blah. Surrounded desk sags with the weight of rotten, decayed books. There's 2 victory, but there's a lot of clues here. There's a lot of clues. I wish I kept that one item. Okay, he has 2 actions left. So this is not necessarily that bad, though. Oh, and I get 4 on here. And the wolf goes away. 5, 6, 7. Oh, and I forgot my predestined. Do I have any... Does not look like I have any curses in here. But I will be soon. 1, 2, so I'll add 2 blessed tokens in here. Alright. We're going to spend 6 or 4 to automatically gain 2 clues. We want this. I'm going for this. That's 1 action left. Next action. We are going to spend, we need to beat a 4. This will give us 6. 8. We'll get 8 plus Dark Horse. So we're at 10. We're up by 6. 0. Gain a clue. And that's the end of his actions. Alright. Enemy's turn. He gets back up. He's like, ugh! But he stands there. We gain 1, and this goes away. She gets guts. He gets perception. Alright. So, 1 doom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's getting close. Preston, Mysteries of the Lodge, gains Surge. Wasper's Grasp. Oh, he moves and he attacks us. I can't believe that happened. But, better on Preston. It's 5. 2 sanity left. And, Bake, you get... We're just gonna... Ward of Protection it, but with 1. Because I don't want to Surge. Actually, it doesn't matter if it's Surge. There's no Haunted here, so I don't need to Portal Protection it. So it just gains Surge. Fatal All Fools. Alright, that will kill her, so we have to put a Doom in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I put a Doom in, And this guy, he goes away. He escapes. Let's water protection this, though. And we'll kill off Miss Doyle. Which means these guys all come out. And oh crap, I forgot that Agnes still has her weakness. Oh crap. Alright. I could just move, take 2 damage. That will kill Preston, though. Oh. Okay. We are doing this. We're doing this. Preston, let's do this. We are going to spend 1 resource on here. We're here for 2. We got +2. So we're at 6, 7, 8. We're going to evade the Spectral Watcher. Plot -1. He has been evaded. That's one of his actions. His next action is he is going to perception. Commit to perception. Flashlight. Oh crap, I should have used that to, okay, we're not going to go back. We're going to use perception and flashlight. So we're at 2, 4, 5. We're up by 1. Then we're going to do this to be up by 2. Oof. And we get 0. Last token. 1 action left. He's going to move up 1. Alright. Agnes. There's nothing you can do, girl. Get out of there. You're resigning. You get the hell out. You're hurt enough as is. We got all the victories. All of it. Alright, so he gains 1. Gets away. Favor of the Sun. I could have used you so much earlier, buddy. And he gets back up. 1 doom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Test 3. For each point you fail, take 1 damage. You must resolve each haunted ability. You can't commit anything. So we are at -1. And we get... How many times I've got this on Preston, yet I never have the money to use it? Well, then again, I'm not playing where big money Preston, so... So that's a 0. We're up by 2, so he takes 1 damage. Alright. Means it's our turn. He moves, and he resigns. Oh my god. Whew, what a game. I was not expecting us to do as well as we did. Alright. So, coming to this place was a terrible mistake. You had hoped to uncover evidence portraying the disappearance at the estate, not become victims yourselves. As you tear through the entry hall and slam through the manor's heavy front doors, you vow to put end the disturbed distance you vow to put as much distance between you and the meager estate as you possibly can. Unfortunately, your plan is quickly derailed. R1. So, resolution 1. If no resolution was reached, blah blah blah. Nope, we go to R1. Alright. Proceed to resolutions. Resolution 1. We all resigned. Here we go. And let's pause the music.
Resolution 1. As soon as you emerge onto the patio, you are surrounded by grim men in trench coats. Several of them reach into their coat pockets, a warning not to do anything too hasty. Before any threats can be fulfilled, the silence is broken by an icy voice. Now, gentlemen, there's no need for that. The men withdraw to reveal an elderly man that you recognize as Carl Sanford, the president of the Silver Twilight Lodge. Despite the dangerous situation, his expression is almost too casual. The complete lack of fear in his posture and his actions suggest a confidence backed by substantial power. His bodyguards take several steps back, allowing you to speak with Mr. Sanford in private. In your campaign log, record the investigators escaped the spectral realm. Each investigator earns experience equal to the Victory X value of each card in the victory display. Proceed to Interlude 2, the price of progress.
The spectral realm. So how many do we have in our victory display? We had quite a few good victories here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5. Sweet. Proceed to Interlude 2, the price of progress. Interlude 2. At least one of the investigators has the Silver Twilight trait, which we do. Preston is part of the Silver Twilight. Proceed to the price of progress 1.
Price of progress 1. Ah, it's you. I did not expect you to be here, though I suppose I should have, Mr. Sanford says with a hint of surprise in his voice. I regret that you had to be involved in this unfortunate affair. I did not plan for you to be a part of any of this. You narrow your eyes. You suspect Fortune had nothing to do with it. You ask him what will happen to those still trapped inside. Human progress requires sacrifice, he recites stoically. It is lamentable when that sacrifice is in blood, but the price in lamentation does not outweigh the yield of our labor. Skip to the price of progress 3. The price of progress 3. You didn't come here to listen to Mr. Sanford proselytize about sacrifice. You came here for answers. You demand an explanation, but the elderly man cuts you off with a scowl. Yes, you speak of the incident last week. That was the creature's first manifestation, and the arrival of the dark mist which you encountered inside. He glances at the front door to the manor and clears his throat. The lodge was not involved in the disappearances that occurred that night, he explains after a short pause. But we couldn't exactly go to the police and tell them a creature made of mist kidnapped 4 people in Mr. Major's household, could we? So we had to take matters into our own hands. We suspected that creature was drawn to the crowd, so we recreated the incident in order to understand what happened, to discern its motives. The decision to host another event at Mr. Major's estate so soon after the disappearances makes sense to you now. As much as you hate to admit it, there is some logic to the plan the Lodge put into action, although you don't particularly like being used as bait. Who knows how many innocent bystanders were put in mortal danger? Even if the goal was noble, was it worth the sacrifice? I hope you understand that our organization only seeks the betterment of humankind. There are harsh truths that lie beyond our 5 senses, Mr. Sanford says, his expression grim. If we are to survive and prosper, we must adapt. We must learn. We must understand. That is what our order seeks to achieve. A greater understanding of the world around us. A worthy pursuit, don't you agree? Check the Silver Twilight enemies in the victory display and beneath the entry hall. If Joseph Major is in the victory display, proceed to the price of progress 4. If Joseph Major is beneath the entry hall, skip to the price of progress 5. If neither of the above is true, and the number of Silver Twilight enemies in the victory display is equal to or greater than the number beneath the entry hall, proceed to the price of progress 4. If none of the above are true, and there are more Silver Twilight enemies beneath the entry hall than in the victory display, skip to the price of progress 6.
So I just found out that apparently one of my 0 tokens was on the ground. I don't know when that happened. Had it been happened during the game, but yeah. All right. So, Joseph Meager is right here under the entry hall. He did escape. So, if he's beneath the entry hall, we go to 5. Where was Joseph Meager? Beneath the entry hall.
The price of progress, 5. You consider Mr. Sanford's words carefully. You believe that he's telling the truth, but you're not sure if the ends justify his means. Before you can reply, Yosef steps forward. I believe our new comrades understand the value of working together, he says politely, standing at your side. They could have escaped on their own, but they stayed behind to make sure members of the lodge were safe. Surely we are of the same mind. Courage is not the same as sacrifice, Yosef, Carl Sanford intones patiently. Do they have the will to do what is truly right for all of humanity? The elderly man turns his attention back to you, his cold eyes glinting in the moonlight. He approaches calmly, extending his hand. Regardless, you have experienced firsthand the danger that we all face. Join us, and we can face it together. With our knowledge combined, we can protect Arkham from this threat. In your campaign log, record the investigators who rescued Yosef. Each investigator earns 2 bonus experience points as he or she gains insight into the inner workings of the Silver Twilight Lodge. The investigators must decide. Choose one. I refuse to be a part of this. Skip to the price of progress 7. Or, I agree. Skip to the price of progress 8. Or, I agree. And you're lying like Diana Stanley. Skip to the price of progress 9.
So the Mythos Busters is a podcast who did this, and one of the hosts loves Diana Stanley. That has to be an inside joke right there. That's awesome. So, we can say, no, F you, I don't believe in this. We can join them, or we can join them, but we're not actually joining them. So, Agnes certainly doesn't want to. They basically are sacrificing people for progress. Preston, his backstory is basically he never thought any reason of where his money came from his family. Instead, he was just like a happy-go-lucky rich kid. And until his father mysteriously died. No, he died in an accident in a car crash. And then Preston had to take over for the family, and he's looking into the books like, what the heck is going on? And basically that's one of the things he started, and now he got into the woods location somehow, and then all of a sudden both him and Agnes work together about the disappearances, and he's not very happy where his money is coming from. So, they're going to agree, but they're going to lie about it. So, we go to prices 9. We're actually not going to be joining them, but we're going to say that we are.
The price of progress 9. You shake Mr. Sanford's hand. His grip is cold, but strong. The other members of the lodge seem to relax around you. We will do great works together, my friends, says Sanford. Great works indeed. But out of the corner of your eye, you see one of the lodge's enforcers gripping his weapon a little tighter. In your campaign log, recording the investigators are members of the lodge. Add 1 cultist token to the chaos bag for the remainder of the campaign. In your campaign log, record the investigators are deceiving the lodge. Proceed to scenario 3, the secret name.
Deceiving the lodge. Alright. So, that went well. And we gain a new token. A cultist token. Here we go. Alright. If you never joined with them, even if you're lying, you get it. But if you didn't join them at all, say no, F you don't get that token. But, yeah. We get 7, we got 7 experience. So, sweet. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the decks. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more. And we have 13 altogether. I basically made these decks using 19 experiences, but we're getting close up there. So what is our next tarot card? Upside Moon, the world. Suffers one trauma of their choice during this wrestle if we're defeated. So, that's not good. That's not good at all. Because the next scenario is pretty tough, and it's one of those scenarios where you don't win. It's like Midnight Mass. It's really hard to win this. So we might be defeated. So we're going to get another trauma, unfortunately. But that's fine. So I guess I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching, and that was an amazing run that I love. Bye.